What's up, guys? How are you? It is a Sunday morning, and it's time for another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name's Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and we are back after, well, an inconclusive day. So on the Discord channel, you got a litany of bets from me yesterday. You got Celtics first quarter minus 2.5, which cashed. You got Celtics team total in the first half over 54.5, which easily cashed. They scored 71 points. I gave you the two-leg moneyline parlay of Malott and Barrio. That cashed at plus 130 for the UFC. That came in. And then I gave you an official play for Bilal Muhammad by decision. That fight has not even started yet. It is currently 9:40. Pacific time, 9:40. So that fight, I think, is going to go a while, probably 20, 30 minutes. Walkouts haven't even happened yet, so we're going to tape the podcast here. So I don't know what yesterday was. It's either a 3-in-1 day, and we are up 2 units, or it's a 2-in-2 day, and we're down 0.05, which is literally nothing. So either it's a winning day or a flat day, but really can't be a losing day per se. Like 0.05, I mean, technically it's a losing day, but I don't really consider that to be a losing day. That's a flat day. So Padres and the Yankees. Padres scored 20 runs, right? It was 20-0. And then the Yankees blew their lead to the A's. I told you I hated the card. Could have paired it with the Cardinals. That would have been smarter. Could have paired it with somebody else. But instead, I took the Yankees, and you know how I feel about the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. The Red Sox did what they were supposed to do with Garrett Cole. So they won their first 5. That was good to get that come in. And then the under hit, that was our play of the day for BettingPros. Washington, Carolina under 5.5 goals, 4-0 final. So we don't know about the UFC play as of yet. So we're going to wait and see how that goes later on tonight. So either a 3-in-1 day or a 2-in-2 day as we head to Sunday, which will make, as long as we don't go 0-3, we'll have a winning week here and having a pretty good week of May. We had a good month of April. We're hopefully going to have a really good month of May. Our BettingPros play of the day is hot again, which is good. I've hit 4 straight BettingPros plays of the day. So that's cool. So we'll see which were the bets they're going to pick for the BettingPros play of the day. It can always be found on the BettingPros app. Speaking of the BettingPros app, have you guys gone and downloaded it yet? You should absolutely go and do that. The BettingPros app is free for iOS and Android with Sportsbook Sync. Automatically track your bets across all major sportsbooks in one spot. Easily monitor your bet performance by sport and bet type, including game picks, props, and parlays. Create betting systems, more on that in a second, to find winning trends and profitable opportunities. And you can, of course, get a free 7-day trial with my offer, Juice. BettingPros Premium Daily Juice. Listeners, viewers, use the code JUICE after downloading the BettingPros app and get a 7-day free trial of BettingPros Premium. Additionally, you can check out the BettingPros Systems, which is available on the BettingPros app. You guys can check out that tool that is designed to help you find winning strategies and make smarter bets. You can customize your betting systems by sport, bet type, and time frame to find the best opportunities using real-time data and expert analysis. Track the performance of different betting systems over time and optimize your bets to increase your chance of success. Download the BettingPros app today or go to bettingpros.com/systems to elevate your betting strategy and to start making better bets. Okay, the baseball play. I told you we're not going to hit this every day, but we're just going to keep on betting. What are we going to pair up with the Padres, right? Because, we're betting the Padres, obviously, against the Rockies here today. The Rockies are just an abysmal of a baseball team. Now, you might say there's a bit of a fear factor after a team goes ahead and wins a game by just absolute ridiculous lopsided fashion. What happens the next day? It was 21-0 was the final score. And there are some stats that say, after a team loses 21-0, be careful because the team that lost will come back and play for pride. But the Padres are 25-13. You have a 4-16 team here for the Rockies at home. But the problem is they're going to throw German Marquez. Marquez is 0-6 with a 9.9 ERA. 9.9 ERA. At home, his ERA isn't as bad as on the road. 8.71, if you can believe that. 8.71, 0-2, with an opposing batting average of 372. 10 earned runs in 10 and a third innings worth of work, okay? He's horrific. Nick Pivetta going for the Padres. He's 5-1 with a 2.01 ERA. Now, if you don't want to parlay and you just want to bet them on the run line, you can bet minus 1.5 runs at minus 175 or minus 2.5 runs at minus 125, which is ridiculous, by the way. If you know baseball betting, that's insane to lay that type of juice for the run line or the 2.5 run line. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Money line. So who is the dance partner? Who are we going to pair it up with? Well, I'm going to go back to fading the Pirates, who did win one game to snap their losing streak here in this series. They won 3-2, and the Braves won 3-2 in extras yesterday, and they will throw Chris Sale, who, yes, is 1-3 with a 4.07 ERA, but the kid, and I think it's Carmen Myozinski, the kid that's the right-hander is being thrown by the Pirates here today. At home, he has a 5.54 ERA. He's 1-1, opposing batting average of 357. He's given up 8 earned runs in 13 innings worth of work. We're going to go ahead and take the Braves on the money line to ride Chris Sale here, who has, again, not gotten off to an awesome start, but Chris Sale on the road has a 4.1 ERA. He is 1-3 on the road this year, opposing batting average of 255, just 12 earned runs, though, in 26 and a third innings worth of work. Chris Sale has won 3 of his last, or the team has won 3 of the last 4 starts. For Chris Sale, 4-3 over the Twins, 8-2 over the Diamondbacks, and 2-1 against the Reds in his last start. He did lose to the Rockies 2-1 on the road back on the 30th of April, but we're going to go Braves money line, and we're going Padres money line for a 2-leg money line parlay. That is a plus 104 parlay for 1 unit. We're just going to keep on betting it. Now, to hockey. The Dallas Stars are at home for game number 3. Dallas won game 1. They lost game 2, but they went to Winnipeg just to win 1, and they got that done. Now they have home ice. This is a team that went 28-10-3 at home this season. They got blanked in their last game. I expect the first period to go over. You want a first period bet? Bet the first period over for Winnipeg and Dallas. However, I do think it's worth laying the minus 140 on the Dallas Stars to win the game. I know Connor Hellebuck played really well in game 2, and maybe he has his confidence. I'm going to back the Stars at home here. It's probably another under game. Under 5.5 is probably a decent bet, but I'm really only going to bet unders with Washington and the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm not really interested in laying under here in Winnipeg and Dallas, even though this is most likely a 3-2 final, under 5.5. I don't want to deal with the open net, so I'm just going to take the money line and take who wins this, and I think it's going to be Dallas. Rocking atmosphere at home. Winnipeg was great on the road this year. They were 26-15. I don't want to totally discredit Winnipeg, but we're going to take Dallas with that 28-10-3 home record. Dallas money line at minus 140. By the way, the Golden Knights, how about a win for them against Edmonton with 0.4 seconds to go? They get an own goal off Edmonton, which made up for the Vegas Golden Knights' own goal, which tied the game at 3. And then Edmonton returned the favor, and they wind up winning the game 4-3. That game did go over. Skinner was in net. If Skinner plays in game number 4, bet the over again for Vegas and Edmonton. That's just the way that you were going to see it here with Skinner in net. But Vegas gets a huge win, 2-1 now, that series. The road team has won all 3 games as road teams continue to win in the playoffs, whether it be the NBA or the NHL. Speaking of home teams, however, let's go to Denver and Oklahoma City. Number 6.5. This is interesting to me. 6.5. I think OKC is going to win the game. I do. but 6.5 on the road feels heavy. I know everyone's saying, well, Denver's going to come in here and they're fat and happy because they're up 2-1. So look, Denver still is a really good basketball team at home. And well, look, it just went to 7. So let's correct that. Let's make an edit here. I'll edit this on the fly. Let's take it at 7. I think when you have a chance to take 7 points, this is a number that I'm just really surprised at, because I don't think I mean, Denver can win the game. Now, going up 3-0 would be somewhat stunning. I'm not going to lie. But I have a hard time saying that I'm just going to go ahead and count out this Denver team and and say that they're going to get killed. Like, they got killed in one of the games, but let's take 7 here. Let's take the 7 points with Denver and just say, you know what? They can keep the game close. OKC may win, but the Nuggets, with their championship pedigree, with their home court advantage, and the fact that they really know how to defend OKC right now, games are going to be tight. This OKC's got to prove it to everybody that they can do it. It's not a guarantee they can just go on the road and win and go on the road and knock out a team like Denver. This is very much a series, and while I think the Thunder will win the game, give me the 7 points. That seems to be just too heavy for me. Denver +7 at home here against OKC, and I know the road teams have done really, really well. I think the home team is going to wind up getting a chance here to potentially win the game, if not have a chance to cover that 7 points. You saw the backdoor cover come in with the Warriors yesterday when they lost to the Timberwolves. Last second 3, number was 6.5. They lost by 5, right? So they came in with the backdoor. Maybe we get that here with the Nuggets at +7, but I'm taking the points. Denver +7 for 1.1 units. All right, so 3 plays for us today on a Sunday. Braves and the Padres 2-leg money line parlay, fading the Pirates and the Rockies. Teams, we will do a lot of that going forward at +104. Stars money line is the expensive play of the day at -140, so 1.4 units down on Dallas to win. I do think Dallas over in the first period, though. I do like over 2 goals, over 1.5 in the first period there of that game. And then Denver +7 up against OKC in game number 4 of their best-of-7 series for 1.1 units. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.